about a lot of things because we've been having discussions lately on things. It's almost like, okay, my father's been diagnosed with cancer. He has lymphatic cancer. It's melanoma or whatever that is, and it's actually spreading. And he's been through chemo and he's been through radiation.
Oh God, no. You know what? Biozama. Get on biozama.com. I know people who have cured their cancer with the products on this website. I'm not even kidding.
More people die about that.
More people die from chemotherapy and radiation, all that stuff, radiation, than people with cancer.
It's killing the good cells that you have. It's killing them, and I told him that. And I wish he'd listen to me. But at the same time, he has the respect of making his own decisions, and maybe he feels that he's at a point. His mother passed away. We haven't seen his brother, my uncle, who went to Shasta. We hadn't seen him in maybe 15, 20 years. I don't even know how long it's been. But his mother passed away, and his best friend passed away the following year, and he's just been really depressed. I had to go over there, and I'm going to go public with this because I love my father, but I want to also share a story that maybe will help others. You know, if I could have had an intervention from my father, then I would have done that. If I would have known the level of magnitude of his problem. But when I came to his whole house was filled with beer bottles. I mean, literally up to the ankle, almost the knee, and cigarette butts and urine smell and feces from his dogs, and he really had given up on life. And I cleaned that house, and my bad, I mixed Clorox with soap, and I had some of my own issues because of that. And for a little while, I was upset with my father because I went in there to clean his house and make it livable for him. I literally had to buy hazmat suits for me and my wife, who was pregnant, and we went in there and cleaned this house and took out, I mean, tons and tons of trash cans of garbage. Aaron has just dropped off the air, so I don't know what happened there, but I'll take that call. Here he is right now. Hold on. Yeah, Aaron, I lost you for a second there. But
sorry about that. I got cut off. That happens sometimes, but it looks like we got a couple minutes left.
Yeah, and all I'm saying is, you know, for those people out there who have family members who need an intervention, you know, sometimes that's something, I watch that show, and sometimes that's something people need. And just know that it's everybody's decision to make whatever they want to do with their life. And if people decided to give up, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. And all I meant to get at with this is, I'm getting kind of off topic here. You know, it gets to be a sensitive thing for me, a sensitive matter, and I probably shouldn't be sharing it on the air. But some people might need to hear this. And I love my father, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to celebrate his passing because that's what we should all do when this happens. It's just we're consciousness having a human experience, and the negative people out there and the global elite want you to wear black at funerals and want you to mourn because they feed off of that fear and they feed off of that scarcity and that anger and that hatred. And what I want everybody to know is that I will mention when this happens because I feel my father's at a point where, you know, he's on that downhill slide. I am going to celebrate and I'm going to meditate and I'm going to have the biggest party I can have because I love him and I know he's going to a better place, and it's just another choice that he's going to have to make when he gets there, whether he wants to come back here again or whatever it is. I don't know how all that works, but I know the 3 laws of creation are this. Number 1 is choice. We have it, and we always will. Number 2 is karma. What you put out, you get back. And number 3, we will always be here. We will always exist at one point or another. On some level, we will always exist.
Well said. Absolutely.
Thanks, Aaron, so much for sharing that story with me and sharing your story about your sister and the wolves. Man, I had just the most unbelievable day today. I took my son to the Discovery Museum. I spent a lot of time with him. I went out with my wife, and we went to the batting cages, and we went out and had something to eat. Came home. I had a wonderful show, and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. This has been an amazing experience for me, and I really appreciate everything you're doing.
Well, thank you. And you know, we also, and I speak for many, that we really appreciate that you have allowed myself and other whistleblowers yet another means of getting the message out that we're trying to send. So thank you very much for your time as well.
All right, man. Thanks again. I'm glad we ended that on a positive note. And for everybody out there, just realize what Aaron said on the last show with Deagle when we ended. Share your love.